Sometimes we start something new with full excitement, a workout plan, a morning routine, or clean eating. For a few days, everything goes well, and then slowly that energy starts going down. And one fine morning, we end up saying, maybe I'll skip gym today just for one day. And that one day becomes two, then three. After some time, we completely stop. We start thinking maybe I don't have willpower, maybe I'm not consistent enough. But is it really willpower that's missing? That's where my understanding started changing. At first, I used to think willpower is everything, and if I'm strong enough, I can do anything. Because we know willpower is what helps us start. It gives that first push, and it's like the spark that lights a fire. But slowly we realize this spark doesn't last forever, and some days we feel low, tired, or distracted, and willpower starts going down. We push ourselves for a few more days, and then we give up thinking we failed. So, willpower helps you start. It depends on mood and energy, and it collapses in stressful moments. It makes us self judge, quit early, and it is limited, not enough for long term success. Willpower helps you begin, but it cannot carry you for long. That's when I started asking, is there something deeper that keeps a person going even when motivation is gone? I came across this idea of Willpower from one of my favorite YouTubers, Sadia from Pickup Limes. She says willpower seldom works, so focus on your Willpower.
And I'm sorry to tell you this, but willpower seldom works. Focus on your why power.
Willpower means having a reason behind what we do, and when we know why we are doing something, it feels meaningful. Someone may exercise not to lose weight but to feel energetic and strong. Someone may wake up early not to be busy but to enjoy a quiet morning that belongs only to them. These whys are simply the purpose guiding our actions, and this purpose gives direction, this purpose gives meaning, and this purpose gives motivation, and they bring back our focus when our mind gets distracted. When habits connect with a purpose, consistency becomes easier. Even I felt the difference once I found my why. I didn't depend so much on the motivation, and the routine started feeling just like a part of life. But even then, there are days when strong reasons get defeated. Life whispers, you live only once, so enjoy, and then we get distracted. We all have that moments where we drift. We don't notice it in the moment. Before skipping gym, before saying I'll start tomorrow, there's a tiny thought, there's a tiny negotiation, a tiny escape. We slip and our mind uses that slip as an excuse to slip again and again. So with willpower, strong reasons keep you motivated, helps you continue longer than willpower, gives your habit a purpose, but still struggles on emotionally weak days and can fail when desires overpower goals. Willpower helps you continue, but even it has limits. That's when something else helped me to be consistent with my habits, something more peaceful, something more stable. My father, who was a teacher, always used to say, observe, step back, and see what's happening before reacting. I didn't understand at that time. I used to think, how can observing be a solution? But later, I realized that's where the real change begins. Mindful thinking means being aware of what's happening inside and around us without judgment. It's about noticing our habits, our triggers, our small decisions. When we are mindful, we don't get stuck in guilt. We simply understand what made us slip and we come back again calmly. For example, before going to my mother's house on Diwali, I had stopped having chai with sugar, but when I went there, I sat with my sisters and family and had that warm cup of chai with little sugar. It felt so comforting and so full of love. After coming back home, I returned to my usual routine without being guilty, without any self blame. That's the beauty of mindful living, and it's not about being perfect all the time, it's about being aware of what you are doing. Awareness helps us grow slowly but permanently. It helps us understand our thoughts, our reasons, and our moods. That's how habits stay with us for long. Now, when I look back and I see it clearly, willpower helps us start, why power helps us continue, and mindful thinking helps us sustain and grow. Falling back doesn't mean we failed, it just means we are still learning about ourselves. Every mindful step, even if it's small, takes us closer to who we want to be. So, next time when you start something new, don't just depend on willpower, find your why and stay aware. That's how we grow, not by force but by understanding. Mindful thinking, understand your triggers, no judgment, only awareness. Replace old habits with healthier joy, learn from every slip. It builds habits slowly but permanently. Mindfulness is what helps us sustain and succeed without giving up. That's why our channel name is New Seed, Sow Thoughts and Grow Habits. It's well thought and kept because every change begins with a small thought. We plant that thought like a seed. With awareness, we nurture it. Slowly, it grows into a real habit. I strongly feel this journey from willpower, Willpower, mindful thinking is the foundation for every new seed we want to grow in life. When we are mindful, we don't just start a habit, we protect it and let it become part of who we are. And if you don't completely understand what mindful thinking means yet, that's perfectly okay. Even when I first heard the word, I didn't get it at all. It took me years to know its value and slowly start living it. Even now, I'm still learning to be mindful all the time. So don't worry if this feels new or confusing. Today, I just wanted to introduce this word to you. Think of today as your first step towards understanding this word mindful thinking, and just knowing this word exists is enough for now. So keep your mind open to learning, and whenever you come across this word again, try to notice it, explore it a little more. Slowly we'll start understanding it deeply, and that's the purpose of today's video. That's it for today. If you found something meaningful here, please like, share, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what habit you are working on right now. I would love to hear from you. See you soon with a new video. Until then, take care and stay mindful.